Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, I just want to go ahead and say the title and thumbnail are not clickbait. I got sold resealed games, and in today's video, we're going to go through the whole process of how I ended up on that site, what I ended up buying, how much I ended up paying, did I get my money back, what was the condition of the games. And I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory, and then I'm going to play the VOD of me actually opening up the games and showing you guys the condition. But a little bit of backstory. Basically, a few months ago, I was looking for a bunch of wholesale companies that I can go and buy some video games from or some movies from. And I stumbled across this website. So here is the website, Player's Choice Video Games, and it just seemed a little weird at first. I didn't know what was brand new. I didn't know what was used. Like if you click on a listing here, all it shows is, how many you're going to order and then price. These prices are in USD. I think I can change that to Canadian if I wanted, but I didn't know what was brand new. I didn't know what was used. They have a bunch of different stuff here. Like obviously I didn't expect that these Game Boy games and stuff like that are going to be brand new sealed, but I didn't know what was and what wasn't. So I did what any logical person would do, is I wanted to go ahead and email them and, get a definitive answer. What was new, what was used. And I also wanted to go and verify that the prices were in USD. So first email he sent me attached is the price list. You can place an order via our website. And then I replied back and said, thanks for all the information. I'm wondering if all the games are sealed or are some of them used. Also, I'm assuming all the prices are in USD, but I wanted to double check. Thanks. The games older than the Wii are going to be used and prices are in USD. Now, this is where I kind of felt like he was using some, not tricky language, but was really trying to be careful with what his words were, because he never said that the games newer than the Wii are going to be brand new sealed. So he just said games older than the Wii are going to be used. And one other thing I didn't really know. So it's also just very unclear because the Wii came out November 19th, 2006. The PlayStation 3 came out November 11th, 2006. So technically the PS3 is 5 days older than the Wii, but obviously the games came out at, similar times and stuff like that. So does that mean PS3 games aren't used, or are used, and then Xbox 360? It was all just very unclear. So this was like at the very, very beginning. I didn't place an order around this time. I left it for a few months and then I came back and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and place an order. Let's go ahead and order one Xbox 360. Let's order one PS3 and one Wii game. I also went ahead and actually ordered some just blank cases because I wanted to go and compare the conditions for them compared to XYAB, which is where I typically get my replacement cases. But I just wanted to order one of each to go ahead and see, what was sealed, what wasn't, because I didn't feel like he was giving me a very clear answer. So I can't scroll down anymore without leaking my address and stuff, but this is basically what I ordered. So we have NBA Street Home Court for the PS3. We have Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii, Xbox replacement case, PS3 replacement case, Switch case, Halo 3 for the 360, and then a Wii replacement case as well. So this was a very, very expensive order. This is all in USD. So 30 USD, 30 USD. The cases were $1 each, and Halo was 20. Shipping was another $27 USD. Like, this was not a cheap order. $108.25 was the order total. So right after I placed that first initial order, I wanted to go ahead and reach out again. So I said, hi, I just placed my very first order, gave him the order number. I was told in the previous email that all games, Nintendo, Wii, and newer are all sealed. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of get a clear answer from him. I wanted to say, they're sealed, and I wanted to see if he corrects me or if he just says yes. And I just wanted to confirm with another person. I thought there was going to be multiple people, but it was only David that was replying to these emails. I ordered one Wii game, one Xbox 360, and one PS3. So all of these games will be new and sealed, correct? Question mark. Thanks for helping. I look forward to hearing back from you. He said, yes, they are new. We'll ship out in the next few days. Thanks, David. So there, he confirmed in his own words, said the games are new. And as you guys are about to see in the VOD, that is far from the truth. I just want to be clear. I know this sounds way too good to be true. It sounds sketchy, and I wouldn't have placed this order if I wasn't making YouTube videos, or I knew I couldn't make a video out of it. It just very clearly looks like a scam. The way that he's using his words, the prices, like some of these are just such amazing deals. I mean, Halo 3 is sealed brand new, is hundreds of dollars, and he has it on there, multiple quantities available for $20. It didn't make a lot of sense. One other thing I did to protect myself was go through PayPal instead of paying through a credit card on his own site. I went through PayPal because I've heard in the past that PayPal is pretty good with siding with the buyer and giving them their money back. And I knew if I had proof of either the games being used or whatever, I was hoping that PayPal would side with me. So that was one other extra precaution that I took. But let me go ahead and play the VOD for you guys of me actually unboxing these games and showing you guys what we got. We got the games. So let's go ahead and open these up. Let's see if these are actually, in fact, brand new sealed. Because again, that one Halo game is going to be worth way more than what we paid for everything. So let's crack this open. Okay, so I was looking at Halo right now. First look here. Okay, so let's take off. We got the Wii replacement case. Now, I haven't ordered Wii cases from XYAB, so I can't compare. But I mean, this looks like a brand new case. This doesn't give off replacement case vibes, but I will go ahead and pull out one of my Wii games just to go ahead and like double check the quality. Next up is the PS3 case, and this is what I have had the most issues with. And this one looks better than XYAB, but it doesn't have the Blu-ray logo. You guys can see it there. It doesn't have any of the writing on top like Blu-ray. So it does make me think that these are probably replacement cases. Yeah, okay. They totally are. So it says premium. There is a logo on the side there. It is on the actual case. So as soon as you throw it in like box art in it, I don't think you're really going to notice it. But it definitely has a better feeling than the replacement PS3 cases. And the Xbox 360 case here. This one clearly is a third-party case. This does not look like an OEM one. On the inside, there is press center button to release. So this one's definitely, you can see like 360 cases aren't this see-through. You know, like the OG Xbox cases are completely opaque, right? They're not see-through at all or transparent. This one is crazy. So this is definitely giving off replacement case vibes, and I don't plan on ordering cases from these guys because the way the shipping worked to Canada is kind of insane. Basically, every item you add to your cart is another $6 in shipping, which is insane. And there's no point, like I added 100 copies, there's no point where you get free shipping. So you could spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars in shipping, and it's definitely not worth these replacement cases, that is for sure. Now I guess I totally forgot, I guess we ordered a Switch case, and this is kind of the same thing, just a kind of janky replacement. I mean, it's, hey, if you're getting a Switch game in this case, I don't think you're gonna be mad, but it definitely is not OEM. Now let's get on to the game. So let's start off with, I think the cheapest game that we have is actually going to be Super Mario Galaxy. So let's go ahead and grab this one first, and let's take a look. Okay, we definitely got scammed. We definitely got scammed. First up, you guys can see in this order total, we have NBA Street Home Court for the PlayStation 3. You guys can see it right there. This doesn't quite look like a PS3 copy to me. So we received the 361, which kind of sucks because again, the whole point was to go and test to make sure that we're getting brand new sealed games. This is a slight hiccup, a slight mistake. Let's take a look at this Wii one. So this is Super Mario Galaxy. Honestly, looks pretty good. I can't say for sure if this one is actually OEM or not. Now, when it comes to the 360 cases, these definitely look fake. These are too, like I said, these are too opaque or too transparent compared to regular OEM OEM cases, right? Like this just totally looks like a replacement case. So here is a copy of my Halo 3. Look at the color difference in the cases, right? I mean, you don't need a microphone or you don't need a magnifying glass to go and see that these cases do not look similar at all. And this is a genuine Xbox 360 case. So I think we ended up getting scammed. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good. I think we're gonna have to crack them open. The Wii one actually looks pretty good. So I actually do have one brand new sealed Wii game. The seal is a little torn, but this is way harder to go and tell if this is actually a fake or not. No, so the cases do look slightly darker. So the you can see on top, this is the cardio one. So this is the one that I already have that is, you know, an authentic brand new sealed one. The case on the bottom is slightly darker. Now, I don't know if I can say definitively if it is a reproduction one, but this one's definitely looking a lot better. Let's go ahead and actually crack open one of the 360 games just to go ahead and see. And yeah, Q-Ball is saying most 360 games have the security strip. They do not. This does not have a security strip along the side of it. So let's pull up this listing, or let's pull up what a NBA Street home court for the 360 is actually going for. So we can see here, this is one that is currently sold on eBay. It does have a rip in the seal, but it does have the security strip on the side, which neither of these 360 games actually do. Let's go to sold items here. So white label, new and sealed. I mean, these go for so much money. And again, security device enclosed, like it's got the security tag. Let's go back to Big Cam. I do kind of want to leave the Halo one. I mean, I can't sell these, right? I mean, that's pretty damn clear that even if I have the slight hesitation that these might be fakes, I can't sell them. Oh, okay, this is actually going to be perfect for the video. I literally have a sealed copy of Silent Hill Homecoming. You can see it's got the security tag. Look at the color difference in the cases. Exact same thing. The color of the cases are completely different. This is like confirming that these are not legit. For the video, we are opening up NBA Street Home Court, because I want to see if we can see any swirl marks on the disc. I want to see if we can tell that this is like a, you know, what is he doing? Is he reprinting the artwork? Is he reprinting the artwork, putting it in a replacement case, resurfacing the disc? What is he doing? Sticky. Look at the top, like the top right hand corner. He's totally like it's almost like sticking to the case. Okay, moment of truth. What is inside? Okay. I mean, bro, genuine cases don't have a press center. What does it say? Press center button to release. So we have a crinkled manual. So he's definitely just taking complete box games and resealing it, dude. The manual is crinkled. I don't know if you guys can really tell. You guys probably won't be able to. Manual looks used. Is not. Yeah, no. It totally looks like a used manual. You guys aren't gonna be able to see on stream. I am pulling on my phone right now. Look at the swirl marks on the bottom of the disc. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is insane. Bro doesn't even have a good resurfacer to make this game look new. It sounds like what I'm doing, but I am not claiming that the game is brand new sealed and resealing it. Like that's the thing, right? There is nothing wrong with this, but the fact that he's claiming this is new. Oh my god. He even did the effort to wide fold it. Yeah, and it totally felt like what Rory was saying earlier, like maybe he used like a butter knife to like push it down, because it was like kind of stuck to the edge of the case. So it's like you could tell he put force with heat on that spot because it was sticky there. That is insane. I'm not going to open the other ones, not because I plan on reselling them, but I think it looks kind of cool to go and throw on my shelf, right? I mean, I obviously can't sell these. I'm not going to throw them away. See if he'll give me my money back. I mean, I doubt he will, right? You're 1 for 1 for used games. Yeah, exactly. We paid $150 for 3 used games. Look at that. That is insane, dude. Oh my god. So you guys can see there, we got absolutely duped. I didn't end up opening up the other two games because what I did instead was actually open up a case through PayPal. Again, PayPal coming in clutch here. I didn't want to go ahead and message him or email him directly anymore. I didn't want to deal with that. I wanted someone to be able to hold him accountable, and I thought PayPal probably would. I didn't know this was going to be sent to him. I didn't know this was going to be like a conversation, a messaging thing. I thought this was going to go to PayPal. They were going to do some review and kind of pick one side or the other. But I said, here's email receipts of the seller saying the items are new, when in fact they're used games that are being resealed and sold as, in his own words, new. In the photos I've uploaded, I have a legit copy of Silent Hill Homecoming that I purchased from my local game store to show the color difference of the cases, and that this one has the Xbox security seal to verify that it's legit. I've also uploaded a photo of the disc that was in the sealed case. You can clearly see that it has damage. Please let me know if you need any more information. So I uploaded pretty much all the photos that I showed you guys already. Please send them back and we'll issue a refund. Thanks. Player's choice, he gave me his the address. I was like, can you please like provide me with a return label? I gave him my address. Our system will not make return labels for Canada. Please send them back. I was like, okay. Again, I'm kind of hoping that PayPal sides with me here. Felt a little weird sending the games back, and then I thought he was probably just going to ghost me, but I ended up paying for the shipping. It came to like $16 or something. I guess they didn't actually, now that I think about it, they didn't actually cover the return shipping, which is a little annoying. So this whole ordeal did technically cost me 16 Canadian dollars, which kind of sucks, but I got to make a video out of it. Okay, thanks. Here, the tracking shows the games were delivered yesterday. Just wondering when I can expect a refund. We'll grab it from the post office tomorrow. Thanks for the update. We'll issue a refund. And they ended up doing that. So this says you may keep the item, but we already sent the item back and we paid for return shipping. But I did get the entire amount that I paid. The $108 I think is exactly, or maybe I paid I paid $108.25 to Player's Choice Video Games, and they closed the case. So really glad that I ended up going through PayPal. Who knows how this would have turned out if I didn't go through PayPal, but this is obviously just such an awful company. I mean, maybe their used games are better. Maybe some of their Dreamcast games or Game Boy games are better. I did try to do as much research as I could, and I did find third-party websites with reviews, and they were talking pretty good about them. They were talking about how quick the shipping was. They were talking about the disc being in good condition, even though the game was used. So I'm assuming maybe they bought like a original PlayStation game or something like that, and they resurfaced it or cleaned it up a little bit. But my experience was absolutely awful, and I guess the way they maybe get away with it is because you just don't know unless you email and ask if the games are brand new sealed. And that's what I did. I did that twice. He said both times the games were new, and they clearly were not. So I have no respect for this company. They're absolutely awful. The way they handled it was all right, but that doesn't excuse them from, you know, completely lying to customers, resealing games and selling them as new. Now, to be fair, they weren't new prices, but $20 American for a used copy of Halo 3, that is way too much, especially in a replacement case, right? Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I can buy it for $8 or $7 Canadian complete in box. $20 American is way too much. So he's not selling them at brand new prices, but he is far from selling them at used prices. So whatever you guys do, please do not ever visit this website. I'm going to be closing my account. I never want to deal with these people again. I think it's absolutely awful. And yeah, I hope they go out of business. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe so you guys don't miss any more videos in the future. Peace.